What's up, Facebook? We have a bunch of locust trees to do today, some of which are close to the power line through here, and then the house drop going from pole to pole secondaries through here. I got a dog here he's all right with me now, but when I first got here, he wasn't too cool with me. But he's cool now. But yeah, all these trees here, I think there's about 13 of them, the guy said, painted black, taking them down. Sweet. Happy Friday, y'all. this one. Oh, she's wonky. A power line over here. So I'm gonna put it right in the hole over here. Gonna miss this water main thing, and then the two purple flowers. We're gonna avoid them too. We're gonna put it right down in the hole. So this one up here, got the propane tank on the left side. We got the house. It's leaning towards the house and the pole. So it's kind of on right here. So instead of climbing it, topping it, which is an option, I'm gonna take it from below, but I'm gonna take it the opposite direction it's leaning, which is gonna require finesse on the back cut. You want to leave enough hinge wood that it supports all the way over to the past top dead center. So, and I'm running solo today, so there's some things that I do to give me a benefit. So I attached this press stick with this carabiner here. I shot my line up the tree with the Johnny ball, and I'm using this locust tree as an anchor point. And what I do is I get a 2-to-1 advantage, and as you can see, it's picking it up quite a bit, just like that. And then I will tie it off. I will go and put my notch in. And I'll be back to take a little bit more, but that's how I secure it. So now I'll go up, put my notch in, and I use an open face notch. Some call it the Pac-Man, which is anywhere from 70 degrees to 90. You want it wide open. That way it hinges. By the time the hinge closes and pops off that hinge wood, which the hinge wood is my most important ally in this whole operation, by the time that notch closes and it breaks off that hinge in the back, it's already 3/4 of the way in its path of travel, where it's going to land. So that's why the open face is important versus 45, which means if I put a 45 on this, it's going to come over about 20 foot, and then that hinge is going to break and it's going to free fall from here on, which I got this wire here that I don't want to disturb, and I got a primary and neutral open phase over here that I don't want to get anywhere near, and obviously house and propane tank I don't want to be bouncing stuff off of. So I'm gonna make my notch. So she's pretty open, and then where the cuts meet, it's called the apex. So you don't want any bypass going through the bottom or any bypass coming out this side. You don't want any bypass here or here, because that cuts away at your hinge, which, like I said, is my most important ally to this whole operation. So I'm gonna put a little bit more tension on it, and then we're gonna back cut it. All right, so added the tension. Now it should just come right over. See, I moved it about 6 foot where it was originally leaning. So now there's so much tension on it. Now I put the little back cut in there, she should come right over. If not, she'll stop, and then I'll make my way down there and I'll pull her over. All right, here we go. Alright, see the back cut I left? A little low on this side, but it's forgivable. You want to leave the hinge wood. It's okay to have to come back and cut a little bit more than cut too much, because this is what you're right out here. I'm kidding, we're good. That's it, huh? Lines are still up. I'm still standing. Bada boom. So here we are. It's this one here. That goes right up, right over this primary. And then over there is the secondary running up. So we got to put it right towards that can. So that's the mission there. So I already set my line up there. I'm gonna put a real shallow notch in it. I'll probably use my trim saw, that way I can be a little more agile with it. And yeah, we're gonna take this one down and then finish the day with that one. Kind of the same thing. Yep, leans right over that wire. It's really hard to see that wire, but there it is. That's the juice line. All right. All right. That's good. That's enough scary for me. Look at that. You did it. Fuse is still in, buddy. Alright, last one. Whew. It was leaning hard over this secondary, so I put the tension on it, locked it off. I'm gonna put it right up there by the propane tank. Alright. Come on, baby. There it is. Jeez. Gosh damn. All right. That's it. Job is done.